This is 812 live right here on Bernama Radio 24. Welcome back to another edition of The Lounge, Time Management with Dr. Vanga. And Dr. Vanga is a veteran in the area of time management. He is an accomplished consultant, author, and businessman. Welcome back to the show, Dr. Vanga.
Thank you very much. Good evening and happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to you. And we often hear, finally there's a closure on time management, traveling time, and manage your traveling time in traffic jam. It's not an excuse, and we often hear this common excuse, especially KLites, the urbanites.
Yes.
They keep using traffic jam as an excuse. But today we are going to put a stop to that. And if you have any questions for Dr. Vanga, you can email us at 812@radio24.com.my or drop a comment on our Facebook page, Bernama Radio 24. Dr. Vanga will be more than happy to help you solve your time management issues. Now, Dr. Vanga, how often do you hear people using traffic jams as an excuse for being late for any events or meetings?
All the time. In fact, this is one of the first things that you hear. But that does not necessarily mean that people don't manage their time very well, or that they are bad time managers. Actually, what it means is that they have an attitude towards this particular subject of being late something. See, first of all, let me define what is the meaning of attitude in time, in being late because of a traffic jam. See, people's perception is like this. They think that the moment they leave their house to wherever they're going to go to, the distance can be covered in a certain period of time. This is their perception. They think that the moment they get out onto the road, all the traffic lights are going to be green. There will be no traffic on the road, and they can arrive at the spot at the time they think they should arrive there, and they will find immediately a parking spot. And wow, they are there already. But that's not true. This is really a dream. Because first of all, there is a traffic problem, there's a jam, there is a light, the red lights, and accidents, and I don't know what else. So the first thing that people got to do is to change that mindset that they cannot get to a place just because they think they want to get there on time. That attitude must change, or the mindset must change. People must realize that if they think through a little bit, spend about 1 or 2 minutes thinking through, where am I going to go to and which route I'm going to take, then they probably will save a lot of time. The problem is that mindset is all over. And because of that, people come in late, and then they give the excuse, it was a traffic jam, it was a road accident. All that is because of their own. I mean, it's their attitude that need to change.
So before you even go out, you have to anticipate the bad traffic, or probably something might happen to your car,
Yes.
or probably the weather,
Yes.
and all that.
Yes.
Okay, now there's something connected to last week's topic, that is avoiding last minute work, and this also applies to traveling. So what is the common perception you've already mentioned, and that some people who use the reason of not wanting to wait when they reach the destination. So how can we eliminate that mindset?
Okay. First of all, I think people in, let's say in Malaysia or in Asia, they do not plan for any journey. Number one. Number two, planning a journey is not our culture. Number three, the road is going to be jammed anyway. Number four, I've always done it that way. And number five, my friends always do not plan their journey. And number six, so if I'm late, so I'm late. What can you do about it?
You mentioned planning should be our culture. Yes. How can we start with that?
Okay. My view is very simple. Whatever you do in terms of driving, as an example, only if you spend about 2 minutes, 1 to 2 minutes, just think through. I'm going to go from my house to somewhere. What road shall I take? And some of you use this smartphone,
Right.
And in that smartphone, there's a you can download, and it can tell you exactly, and it'll tell you whether there's a traffic jam or not, where's heavy traffic. All these devices can help you arrive at the destination, be ahead of time. Now, I know also that people tell you, oh, if I go there early, then what will happen is I'm going to sit there and wait for somebody to come. My view is like that. Hey, if an appointment is 7 o'clock, get there by 6:45. Spend 15 minutes relaxing and thinking through what you want to talk to the person, or what is the purpose of this meeting anyway. Carry with you materials that you can make use of, and use that time waiting to. I'm sure all of us got a lot of things to do. Plenty of reading materials, plenty of things that you want to do. That could be accomplished at the time when you're waiting. So you're not wasting time. And then when you wait for an appointment, and if people are late by 15 minutes, I want you to remember this, okay? And that is that people who are late generally do not respect you. See, if you don't respect me, then what else you don't respect me? If this thing, element of time you don't respect, even that you don't respect me, I don't know what else you don't respect me about. So people must remember, if you're early, people will have always a very good impression about you. You know the old saying, early bird catches the worm. You understand? And I believe this, I believe this. People, like for instance, you have an appointment in town at 8 o'clock. Don't leave at 7 o'clock. Leave 6:45. You'll get there by 7 o'clock. If you leave at 7 o'clock, you'll get there by 8 o'clock. The difference is everybody gets into the car at the same time and rushed. So to me, waiting a little time, bring materials with you, read, make use of that time usefully. Surely you have a lot to do. That's what I think.
So managing your travel time will also mirror your personality, and it's also a key to find out if that person has respect for you. If that person does not respect your time, basically that person does not respect you.
Absolutely. That's the key to us, okay? As a character. This can be taught, It can be taught. You can learn it yourself.
So you can size that person up whenever that person arrives early or late.
Absolutely. Those in power believe that if they come late, they will be more powerful. Actually, it's the opposite. People lose respect when someone is late for something. People lose respect, and that if you lose that respect, no point. I don't think it's a good idea.
So being early and managing your travel time could be the key to your success in the future.
Absolutely.
And you mentioned using the time for waiting into something productive. But is it advisable to do something productive when you are stuck in the traffic? We hear people, making phone calls while they're stuck in the jam. Some people even eat when they get stuck in the jam. They read papers, they cut their fingernails and so on. So is it advisable for them to do that?
Yes. See, so long as it doesn't inconvenience any other person. Suppose you are reading something or cutting your nail or doing something else, and you are not moving with the traffic, then you are causing problem. But yes, I know in certain cities in Asia, Japan as an example, where people have their meal while going in a jam. They eat their meal and drive their car. But they have all the various gadgets. Japanese cars have all these gadgets to put your food and all the rest of it, because you sometimes spend 2 to 3 hours on a traffic jam. Go to Jakarta as an example. You will know what I'm talking about. Okay? So you must have something to do. Otherwise, you're stuck there for doing it. It's okay, provided it does not inconvenience the other people driving a car. And usually it happens
as long as it doesn't endanger your safety as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's no. I mean, if you're driving while on the road, moving a car and reading, that is dangerous, not only for yourself, but also to the other person that is, you might cause harm for him or her. And that should be avoided. But I also believe this, okay? Sometimes, because these traffic jams occur because of bad driving, people don't drive properly, they don't stick to their own lanes and things like that. That's a problem.
Yes, they don't give indications when they want to change lanes.
Absolutely.
Right. And what is the normal duration that needs to be allocated when it comes to traveling?
Okay, to my opinion is like that. If you are living in Kuala Lumpur and within a destination, whichever way you do, you need to allocate at least 1 hour.
1 hour.
1 hour. That'll give you enough time to arrive at your spot well ahead of time, which means that A, you'll be relaxed, you will not be stressed. At least you can review what you're going to talk about and how can I